Hey everyone, and welcome back. Science has unveiled so much about our world and the universe. We've mapped genes, explored other planets, and even glimpsed the very first moments of the cosmos. But for all we know, there's still so much we don't understand, mysteries that continue to puzzle even the brightest minds. Today, we're going to dive into 10 of these incredible enigmas, things that science just can't quite explain yet. It's a journey into the unknown, and it's pretty mind-bending, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about the ultimate cosmic mystery, dark matter and dark energy. Together, these two make up a whopping 95% of our universe. That's right, almost everything out there isn't made of the stuff we can see or interact with. Think about that for a second. The stars, planets, and galaxies we observe are just the tip of the iceberg. It's like trying to understand an ocean by only looking at the foam on top. Pretty wild, huh? So, what exactly is dark matter? Well, we can't see it, it doesn't interact with light, and it doesn't seem to touch regular matter in any way we understand. Yet, we know it's there because of its gravitational effects. We see galaxies spinning faster than they should, and light bending in ways that can only be explained by a massive, unseen gravitational force. It's like there's an invisible scaffold holding the universe together, and we have no idea what it's made of. Then there's dark energy. While dark matter pulls things together, dark energy is doing the opposite. It's causing the accelerated expansion of the universe. Imagine you throw a ball into the air, and instead of slowing down due to gravity, it just keeps speeding up, getting faster and faster. That's what dark energy is doing to the cosmos. Its nature is completely unknown, but it's literally stretching the fabric of spacetime. It's truly a profound mystery. Next up, let's talk about something closer to home, but equally mysterious: the placebo effect. This is when patients experience real improvements from inert treatments, things like sugar pills or saline injections, simply because they believe they're receiving actual medicine. It's not just all in their head, their bodies can actually respond physiologically. We've seen it activate self-healing, reduce pain, and even elevate mood. It's a powerful testament to the mind's influence. So, here's the kicker: how does this belief translate into actual physiological change? That's the part science can't fully explain. We know the brain is involved, possibly releasing natural painkillers or activating certain neural pathways. But the exact mechanism by which a conscious belief in a fake treatment triggers such tangible physical responses remains a profound puzzle. It really makes you think about the power of our minds, doesn't it? Switching gears to the super tiny world, we encounter quantum entanglement. This is where two particles become linked in such a way that they share the same fate, no matter how far apart they are. If you measure a property of one particle, say its spin, the other instantly takes on the corresponding opposite spin. It's almost like they're communicating instantaneously across vast distances, which is wild, because nothing is supposed to travel faster than light. This phenomenon was so bizarre that even Albert Einstein was perplexed by it. He famously called it spooky action at a distance because it seemed to violate the principle that information can't travel faster than the speed of light. Yet, the experiments consistently show that measuring one entangled particle instantly influences the other. Scientists are still trying to figure out how this instant communication works without breaking fundamental laws of physics. It's truly a head-scratcher. Now, let's talk about perhaps the most personal mystery: consciousness. This is our subjective experience, our self-awareness, the ability to think, feel, and perceive the world around us. It's what makes us us. We know it arises from our brain activity, those billions of neurons firing away. But here's the million-dollar question: how does all that physical brain matter and electrical signals create this rich, inner world of subjective experience? How do we go from atoms to awareness? Philosophers and scientists refer to this as the hard problem of consciousness. We can explain how the brain processes information or controls our movements, but explaining how it generates subjective feelings, colors, sounds, and the very sense of being is an entirely different beast. Is consciousness an emergent property, or is there something else going on? This is one of the biggest unanswered questions in all of science, and probably one of the most exciting to ponder. Moving from consciousness to life itself, let's explore the mystery of the origin of life, or abiogenesis. How did non-living matter give rise to the very first living organisms on Earth? We know the early Earth had conditions like a primordial soup of amino acids and nucleotides, the building blocks of life. But getting from these simple chemicals to complex, self-replicating systems is a colossal leap that scientists are still trying to bridge. It's like finding all the Lego bricks but not knowing how they assembled themselves into a spaceship. One leading theory is the RNA world hypothesis, suggesting that RNA, not DNA, was the primary genetic material in early life. RNA can store genetic information and also catalyze chemical reactions, making it a versatile candidate for the first self-replicating molecules. But the specific steps, the exact conditions, and the precise chemical reactions that allowed these simple molecules to organize into increasingly complex and ultimately living systems are still largely unknown. It's a puzzle with many missing pieces. Okay, let's go back to the cosmic scale with one of the biggest questions of all: what was there before the Big Bang? Our current Big Bang model beautifully describes the universe's expansion from an incredibly hot, dense state about 13.8 billion years ago. It explains how everything evolved since then. But it doesn't tell us what existed at or before that singular moment. It's like having a detailed movie of the universe starting from frame 1, but no idea what was happening before the recording began. So, what are the theories? Some scientists propose a cyclic universe where our universe is just one in an endless series of expansions and contractions. Others suggest a multiverse, where countless universes exist alongside ours. Or, perhaps, time itself began at the Big Bang, making the question of before meaningless. Each theory is mind-boggling in its own right, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of space, time, and existence itself. We're truly operating at the edge of human knowledge here. Let's zoom back to Earth for a fascinating biological mystery: animal magnetoreception. Many animals, like migratory birds, sea turtles, and even sharks, have an uncanny ability to detect Earth's magnetic field and use it for navigation. They can essentially see or feel the magnetic lines of force, guiding them across vast oceans and continents. Imagine having an internal GPS that never runs out of battery. It's an incredible superpower. The big question is, how do they do it? Scientists have a few theories, but nothing is definitively proven. One idea involves quantum effects in specialized proteins in the animal's eyes, which could allow them to see the magnetic field. Another suggests tiny magnetic particles within their bodies act like miniature compasses. Regardless of the mechanism, understanding this ability could revolutionize our own navigation and sensor technologies. It's like discovering a new sense entirely. Have you ever heard a sound that no one else can? Residents of Taos, New Mexico, certainly have. For decades, some people in and around Taos have reported hearing a persistent, low-frequency humming sound. The weird thing is, it's not audible to everyone, and scientists haven't been able to pinpoint its source. It's a real-life X-file right here on Earth, baffling locals and researchers alike. Imagine living with a constant, unexplainable hum. Naturally, there are plenty of theories. Some suggest it's geological activity, like seismic rumblings. Others point to unique acoustics of the Taos Valley, or even industrial noise from far away. There are also psychological explanations, suggesting it might be an internal phenomenon in certain individuals. But despite numerous investigations, no single explanation has been confirmed. The Taos hum remains an intriguing acoustic puzzle, a whisper from the unknown. Let's dive into some cutting-edge particle physics with the Fermilab muon G2 anomaly. Muons are basically heavier versions of electrons, and they're expected to wobble in a very specific way when placed in a magnetic field, according to our standard model of particle physics. But recent experiments at Fermilab showed that muons wobbled slightly faster than predicted. This tiny deviation, if confirmed, is a huge deal. Why is this significant? because it suggests that unknown particles or forces are influencing muons, subtly pushing them to wobble faster. These could be particles or forces that are not part of our current standard model of particle physics, which is essentially our best understanding of how the universe works at its most fundamental level. This anomaly could be a gateway to new physics, hinting at an entirely new realm of fundamental particles and interactions waiting to be discovered. Super exciting! Finally, let's look inside our own heads at the brain's default mode network, or DMN. This is a fascinating network of brain regions that becomes active when our minds are at rest, when we're daydreaming, mind-wandering, or just letting our thoughts flow without a specific task. It actually deactivates when we focus on something. Its function is still unclear, which is pretty wild considering how much time we spend in this default state. Despite its mysterious nature, the DMN has been linked to crucial cognitive processes like self-reflection, future planning, and memory retrieval. Some scientists even think it plays a role in consciousness itself. Understanding its precise function could unlock secrets about our inner lives, creativity, and even mental health disorders like Alzheimer's. It's a reminder that even the most familiar part of ourselves, our own brain, still holds profound, unexplained mysteries. We've still got so much to learn. And there you have it, 10 incredible mysteries that science is still striving to understand. From the vastness of the cosmos to the intricate workings of our own minds, the universe continues to surprise and challenge us. It's these unanswered questions that drive scientific inquiry and remind us that there's always more to explore, more to discover. Which mystery did you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.